Today we're creating student website portfolios. To do this, we will use Google Applications. Students will need a Google account. If they have a Gmail, they already have a Google account. If not, they'll need to create one. They'll need to create a website first. To do that, they'll select Sites from the top menu. If it's not here, it will be under More, and if it's not under More, it's under Even More. Students just need to be persistent and find that site. Once into the Google Sites option, they'll have the ability to create site. For that, students will select a blank template. A prefabricated template creates some issues as far as new page creation, which we'll get to in a second. They'll name their site. I prefer them to name it first and last name, as well as the course section ID information. They'll enter in the security code. They might need to do that a couple times, but just hang in there as well. It'll create soon enough. So once they've created their site, it'll be a relatively simple looking site, but from there they can personalize it as much as they would like. Here you see the edit sidebar option. On a prefab site, any new pages that might be added will also need to be added to the sidebar. In the blank template, those pages will automatically wind up in the sidebar. Students then edit pages, add gadgets, decide their sharing options, etc. So with the web page selected and created by the students, the instructor then needs a way to catalog these things. So the instructor will need to log into his or her own Google account, go to Google Documents, select Create and Form. The form will look something like this. The instructor will need to create a title, instructions, and then questions. You'll see under the questions the opportunity to type help text, which should be instructions, the type of question, simple text, paragraph text, multiple choice, checkboxes, list, scale, grid, etc. And then finally there is the option to make required questions or not. So I've taken the liberty of creating a form already, so we will go in and take a look at that. The form I've created is a simple sites URL call. The instructions, please fill this out. I generally go last name, first name, section, name, course number, the URL address, which students should be able to pull from their Google site. If they click on it here, the URL address is going to be right here. They copy and paste that into the form. I also generally leave any questions, concerns. I do not make that, however, required. It's just so students can get back to me. Once this form is completed, you'll email the form to students. If you have a listserv through your school, you can use that. You can also post this form to, say, your own website. There students can go and fill out the form and submit it just as well. To add, I should mention, add items. You just simply click here, pick your type, and put in your responses. To see what that looks like when it shows up in, say, student email, looks something like this. So they would paste that URL and submit it. It will then feed back into, when you go into your Google Doc and you want to see it, you'll say, I'll go to that site's URL, and it'll pop up, and it will automatically hyperlink those website addresses. So I've taken the liberty, a couple names, student A, student B, section 1. We can go take a look at this student's website and everything that they've posted, and then we can assess it from there. What I specifically enjoy about Google Docs is this ability to filter. You'll see the filter option here. Now let's go in and change this section 1 to, say, section 3. This is really nice, say, semester time, quarter break. If you just have students transferring from one class to another, you don't want to have them resubmit. It takes too long. You can go in, you can delete the value, and I can say section 3. I now have separate values which I can filter. If I just want to see section 3, I'll see just section 3. If I want to see section 1, I'll see only section 1. And there you have it. That is the quick and easy way to create and catalog student website portfolios. I hope that's helpful.